Welcome back to Swordman Josh Gaming, and we are going to open the last third of my War of the Spock, yes. And we'll just add a Nanu to that. My War of the Spark booster box, and see how the ending goes. The first two-thirds of it wasn't horrible. We got a Gideon, and we got the Boar God as 2 mythics so far, so hopefully we end with a 3 mythic box and get at least 1 mythic in this last third. So let's get it cracking. Box is empty, nothing left. Let's see what we get. Oh, let's turn on one more light over here. So we're still hoping for a Nicol Bolas, and not sure quite what else. We are definitely hoping for no repeats. We've already had one with Gitu, the Gaza Gitu land thing. Wasn't a fan of that, so let's go with no repeats. Uncommons, Prison Realm, Ujin the Conduit, Narset, Parter of Veils, and our rare is a duplicate. I just said we didn't want duplicates. We opened this and the second third of this box. Don't like it. Don't even like the card. I'll probably never play this card. Let's try again. I can't believe that we're getting duplicates in one booster box of a set that's this big. It's not like it's a 100 card set. I mean, this is 264 cards. And we're getting duplicates on the rares. Dread Mulkin. Nissa's Triumph. Not a bad ramp card. Dovin. So our rare is going to be Soul Diviner. If this was remove a counter from an artifact, creature, land, or planeswalker anywhere and draw a card, I think it'd be a lot better. Actually, it may just have been broken if it was that. But at least it's something new, I believe. We can look at that a little later. I'll look at that later and make sure that it wasn't a duplicate, but I don't remember it. So, Vizier of the Scorpions. Cruel Celebrant, glad to see a second copy of that. Gleaming Overseer, which means we have a mythic or a rare planeswalker. Can we see Teferi maybe? Let's see what we get. We get... starts with a C. Chandra Fire Artisan. And that's it. So we got it. We got Chandra. Chandra is red, 2 colorless. Her static ability is when 1 or more loyalty counters are removed from Chandra, she deals that much damage to target opponent or planeswalker. She enters with 4 loyalty. Her +1 is exile the top card from your library. You may play it this turn. And her -7 is exile the top 7 cards of your library, and you may play them this turn. She would have been a whole lot better if it allowed you to cheat mana costs. But without cheating mana costs, it's another one I don't know if I'll play it. It might be good in a deck that has a bunch of flashback or delve or something like that, but I don't see me playing her. That's not the way I like to play. Alright, we have Emergence Zone as our first uncommon, followed by Liliana's Triumph. I love this card. And we have the Wanderer. I believe that's our first copy of the Wanderer, and I lost at least 2 games to this card at the pre-release because of its -2 ability, which is exile target creature with power 4 or greater. So our rare is a duplicate. Dread Horde Arcanist. This is the second one I got of this. Right now it's pretty good value-wise if you're looking only at dollar thresholds, but it's... if you're playing a lot of Commander, you only need one. Sorry about the ding. My phone's going off. So we have, I believe, 3 duplicate rares at this point in a set this big. Alright, first uncommon is Merfolk Skydiver. This one gets to go into my Proliferate deck. We have Firemine Vessel. If this one didn't come into play tapped, it would be great. So it's 4, comes into play tapped, add 2 mana of different colors. Yep. We have Neoform, and you guys saw it, I saw it. And Neoforms, as an additional cost to cast a spell, sack a creature, and then you get to search a creature with value of CMC 1 plus the sacrifice creature CMC, and it gets a +1/+1 counter. So it's a one-shot Prime Speaker Vannifar. And you guys saw it, I saw it. Another copy of Nissa Who Shakes the World. I got a copy of this in my pre-release kit. She's great, but like I said, I've been playing a lot of Commander almost exclusively. I only needed 1 copy of her. I would have hoped for something else. So we're not doing great. We're not doing horrible. Hopefully we can get something spicy in this last third. I'd take a duplicate of Karn's Bastion. I pulled one in my pre-release kit, but if I got a copy of it, it'd allow me to put a copy in the collection binder and then have a copy to actually put in my deck. So first one is Jace's Triumph, followed by another Prison Realm, and Mowu, which means we have another mythic or legendary planeswalker in this set, so hopefully Teferi, or maybe Liliana, and it is Tamiyo. 2 green blue. Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause you to discard cards or sacrifice permanents. Comes in with 5 loyalty. +1. Choose a non-land card name, then reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all cards with the chosen name from among them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Say hello to Persistent Petitioner, Commander. -3, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. So Eternal Witness. Oh, and we have a foil copy of Spark Double. Probably one of the best uncommons, or is that our rare? I think that's our foil rare. It's a great card. 1 blue, 3 colorless. You may have Spark Double enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature or planeswalker you control, except it enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. If it is a planeswalker, basically it enters with an extra loyalty counter, and it isn't legendary. So this allows you to have multiple different creatures of this that are legendary on board. That is a great foil. I'm happy with it. Very happy with it. My animals are going crazy around here. They're all whining at me, wanting food and being pet and to be played with and everything. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs left open before we get to my animals hanging around here. Let's just skip back here. There's the good old Mana Geode. I'll take all of them I can get. So our first uncommon is D-Spark. Great card. Exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater. I love the fact it's exile. Angrath's Rampage. Choose 1. Sacrifice an artifact, sacrifice a creature, or sacrifice a planeswalker. Then we have Vraska. I believe this is our first Vraska Swarm Eminence. So all of my assassin tokens I've got I can actually utilize now. And our rare is... it's a 5/5. Does that mean it's a god? We'll take a god. God Eternal Ronus. 2 green, 3 colorless. Death Touch 5/5 god. When God Eternal Ronus enters the battlefield, double the power of each other creature you control until end of turn, and those creatures gain vigilance until end of turn. When it dies, you may exile it, or it's exiled from the battlefield. You could put it in your library third from the top. We got ourselves a God card, and there's our third mythic. We can hope for a fourth. Not quite sure which God card I'd want the most, but whether it would be it'd be between Ronus, Kefnet, or Oketra. But Ronus is a great pull. I just don't play green a lot for some reason. With the pulls that I've been getting, though, I might have to make some kind of green deck. There's another Merfolk Skydiver. A Challenger Troll, which we haven't seen yet. Each creature you control with power 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than one creature. Great for a Power Matters deck. We have Kaya, Bane of the Dread. We haven't seen her yet. So 3 and 3 Orzhov. 7 Loyalty. Your opponent and permanents your opponent's control with hexproof can now be the target of spells and abilities you control as if they didn't have hexproof. And -3, exile target creature. Not bad at all. I think she'll find play in my Teysa deck, just for removal. And we have Ignite the Beacon as our rare. 4 packs left. Can we get another mythic in 4 packs or something spicy? Can we get ourselves a Bolas? Can we get ourselves another God card? Let's see where we're at. Skipping through the commons. There's another copy of Augur of Bolas, which I needed, and I talked about this in part 2, that it has actually been released as a common before. So it's a very strong popper card in blue. We have Nissa's Triumph. Seen that multiple times. We have Arlen, Voice of the Pack. That is my 3rd copy of Arlen. Maybe my 4th. And our rare is the Elder Spell. See if it gets any play. A lot of people have talked about this being a sideboard card. Since I don't play Modern and I play Commander, I'd be hard-pressed to probably put this into a Commander deck. But we'll see how things going forward in Commander, whether we see a lot more Planeswalkers or not in Commander. It may become a Commander staple if we have sets after War of the Spark that, excuse me, had to take a sneeze break, also are very heavy Planeswalker and centric. We have another D-Spark. We have another copy of Dreadhorde Twins. They're uncommons. I expect duplicates of these. I did not expect the duplicates of rares that we've gotten. We have Angrath, Captain of Chaos. With the rare of... Aha! We got another mythic. God Eternal Oketra. I was just saying it was either Kefnet, Oketra, or Ronus that I thought were the best gods. And we have 2 of them now. And we have a foil copy of Bloomhulk. Look at that foily. It's pretty. I suppose I should have shown off the foil of Spark Double here a little bit more, because it's really cool too. I have a place for that Bloomhulk foil. 2 packs. Now, so we're at a 4 mythic box. I don't have hopes for another mythic. We might get surprised. I am desperately hoping in 2 packs that I pull a Feather the Redeemed. I got this pack and 1 more to pull a Feather. So, Bonds of Discipline. Grateful Apparition. This is a great proliferate card. I don't think I've seen it yet in this box. 1 white, 1 colorless, flying 1/1. Whenever a Grateful Apparition deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, proliferate. So it has a very Thrumming Bird feel, except it can also attack planeswalkers to proliferate. If memory serves, Thrumming Bird is only for attacking players. We have Samut, Tyrant Smasher as our planeswalker for this pack, which is great. Creatures you control have haste. And our rare is Dreadhorde Butcher. So this is a nasty little card if he gets out early. He's a 1/1 haste, but whenever he deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, he gets a +1/+1 counter. And then when he dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. So any target is the entire board. He's a great card if you can play him early. And also if you can do some proliferate shenanigans with him. Late game, he sucks. Last pack in my whole box. Let's see what we get. Here we go. Ral's Outburst as our first uncommon. So it deals 3 damage to any target. I like the any targets. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one into your hand and the other in your graveyard. We have Gleaming Overseer. I don't think we've seen the Gleaming Overseer. I played against it, but I don't think I've opened it yet. So it's 1 blue-black. When it comes into play, amass 1, and zombie tokens you control have hexproof and menace, and it's a 1/4. It's a zombie wizard. Next is Bolt Bend. So it costs 3 less if you control a power of creature 4 or greater, and you can change the target of a targeted spell or ability with a single target. So our last rare, and where we're ending this 3-part mini-series, is going to be, well, let's go backwards. There's our zombie token. Do we get a foil? Nope, there's our swamp. Our last card is Sorin. I lost 2 games to Sorin because I couldn't get past the lifelink. Sorin's a great card. 2 white-black. As long as it's your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink. His +2 ability, and he enters with 4 loyalty. +2, he deals 1 damage to target creature or planeswalker, which means it's a 1-point life swap. It goes in an Orzhov deck. And its -X is return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a vampire to its additional types. The only thing that can make this card any stronger for Commander is if he dealt 1 damage to each opponent. But then I guess that would break the Planeswalker portion of it. Overall, great box. Wish I could have pulled a Feather and wish I could have pulled a Bolas. Other than that, very happy, except for the duplicates in the rare slots. 4 mythic box. It seems to be, from what I've seen, very common for 4 mythics in this set per box. But if you like what you saw, hit that bell icon, leave a comment down below, like the video, and as always, may Keep Calm Kitty be with you.